Hey guys, welcome to HunterBBQ Livestream. Today we are playing this Warpath game. I think everyone's waiting for this best moment of how I do in the Warpath. So I think that it's the time for me to give a little bit updates and also try to contribute to my new home of the HXK alliance. Let's check. Currently we have a big fight there. Let's go to one of the tag and see that in the city of Plymouth we have this big war coming. I think this war is about almost days already, so that I'm being late to join. Because I also try my best to support, but I did busy in everything else. But you can see currently there is a very big fight and HXK is trying to repair this CC, and then you can see how many blue that we on the CC and how many white. Mostly 99% of the white is the enemy. They are joined of a few alliances, and we can just take a very good look about how many white is trying to kill a single CC here. And everyone just jump to this level 1 city and enjoy the game now, even though there's no any event. You can see there's so much people in this war. So what I try to do now is I try to join the war instead of just talking and not helping anything at all. That is not very kind to have this live stream on and just do nothing. But apologies for the screen's cover, because I need to jump first before I need to set up my strategy and not to let anyone's that watching my live stream so they can react instantly, just to being playing safe for the game of view. But I think the game somehow crashed. I mean, I'm not sure how, but I try my best to play this Warpath a few days, and this all few days, I mean most of the days, they keep on crashing off the game. Even though I try to just send out those truck for resources, and even though I try to just do the basic daily thing, and the game keep on crashing. That's why I'm not really going to the war and get killed. Like I can't respond to anything because the game, I'm not really sure how's the lady doing to fix all those crashing problem and the lagging of the game. I really getting a lot of lagging, even though I just try to do the daily thing and it's not really working out. And you can see now I try to restart the game just to get back to what I was, because I always can't do anything, can't even move anything or press anything on the game. That's very frustrating at some point. I'm not really sure how or why, or maybe I'm the only ones that having this problem. I really try my best to enjoy the game, but the lagging is really one of the problem. But anyway, I really reached to the war zone now. Just see how I can do and what I can do. You can see just a starting screen, but it's not doing anything at all. Even though I really want to help the war zone, but you can see the game just start. I'm not even touching anything. You can see on the top here, 4 minutes 27 seconds, and this always stop there. The clock is not even moving from this game. Now they start to move everything. You can see everything start to move, but everything being so lagging and so unresponsive. But anyway, I will see where am I landed. Okay, so I think I landed very far from where our CC supposed to be. So there's a lot of teammate now. I should go in and cover 1 or 2 of teammate now and try my best to do, but you can see it's just too lagging at some point. I really try my best to help, but not really able to do a lot at this moment. Hopefully my base can land when I try to airlift in, because there's a bug that when you try to airlift, then you can't set up your base. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the bug that we hope that we are not getting that problems all the time, because it's really ugly to have try to jump in and then you're unable to set up your base and you die in front of your enemy. I mean, what kind of disadvantage that we again because of the game itself. Is not because of our skill problem, because the game doesn't allow us to deploy our base, and not because of our own mistake and get our full HP base or even no HP base got killed. I don't think that is very kind to have that kind of problems in the game. But I really want to jump and set up my base ASAP, but I really worry about those lagging problems like now. So when I press the jump, hopefully the game doesn't crash. If the game crash, that means I have to restart the game just to get deploy my base ASAP. Like that guy jumped there and he can't deploy his base, and he have to move so far away, and he found that there's no place for him to deploy his base, unfortunately. That's why he doesn't want to have that kind of situations to happen. But also I wish to help ASAP, but the game recently is just very bug. Like we try not to jump to suicide because we should not do that. But I mean, there's some kind of opportunity when we jump in, and we can get some kill, and we also can set up our base like the old time. That's very fun to do that almost all the time. That's why I also hope that the bug doesn't bother us too much. Like now I try to jump, hopefully I can set it up ASAP. You can see my troop try to help out there. But set up the base is very important at this moment. And let's go out there and help my teammate to fight a little out. But the game start to lagging now. You can see I will try to respond, but it's not really working. That's why sometimes it's not really about those mistakes of my being not very skillful or whatever. You can see I really drag, but the game is just not responding. So I'm not really having anything much to do at this moment. And one of friend jumped there and he started to die. Okay, not going to do that, but I will have to get into my base now so that we can help a little. And also not, but I really want to get my troop out. Yep, let's get my troop out so that we can help. And also not getting killed by those I mean, it's not my mistake. If my troops get killed, should not be my mistake, because I really try my best to drag. You can see the screen dragging instead of my troops going out to kill somebody. That's why at some point I also fed up to play Warpath. You can see even though the connections is like, you know, making a joke with me. I'm not really sure how I can play this game anymore. That's why I'm not trying to say that I'm not helpful or I'm not trying to help in the war zone, but I just can't do a lot in the game that is super lagging. You know, that's one of the reasons that I'm not in many actions. Is because this game really not allow me to do that most of the time, and really kill my skill because I really try to being skillful, but it's not working perfectly. And each of the time get my own troops die for no reason, because I can drag them in and out at the correct and you know, a perfect timing. But I mean, why always blame me for the reason when I'm not the one that get a lot of mistake, but you know, the game just punishing me being not responsive, and every others players also try to do that to me. I really want to help on the left side at this moment, but you can see the game is just so lagging. If I use a late mode, I mean late mode is really okay to have, but I can't see the troops correctly most of the time. That's why I can't help out too much. Like this archery is very far. I really want to get my archery out to help, but I can't see the troops. That's the problem. When I get back the late mode, I think the lagging is coming back at some point. That's why I'm not really sure. I already set almost everything to very low in my setting, and I'm not really sure what else I can do to make it not very lagging at this moment. But currently is, you can see I'm not trying to move anything, do anything at all, but it's just too lagging at this moment. That's why I can't help my teammate, like, you know, the very smooth game we had before, like maybe 6 months before, something like that. Because after that, all we get to play is, or most of the time, is lagging, and you know, it's not our fault to have that kind of punishment thing. And I should think, I mean, that should not be our problem, like every time. But that's why I really hate to play in the world now, and being so like I'm not sure what am I doing when I can do a better job, but I just can't do that because of the game not allowing me to drag correctly. But instead of that, everything else is still okay. That's why sometimes I try to do the daily thing, and the game not even let me respond to do the daily thing. Like even the very basic things to send out the truck is still not working correctly. So I also fed up a bit of the game currently, because it's not very working well. So now currently no one try to touch my base. It's because of some of the guys try to touch my base. Okay, so I really have to drag that back, and my super heavy to go back. Yes, now you see my super heavy so far. My super heavy can't even get back and got surrounded. I mean, that should not be happened because I really tried to do that at the early time. But now my super heavy died because of the game is, you know, getting lagging. That's not what I supposed to have, but it's happening now. And I try to drag my second set of my archeries out, but it's not working. And I try to get back my archeries, go back to the base, but it's still not working, you can see. So I'm really not sure how to play this lagging game anymore. Like the skill is not really anything you can do about the skill. Now it's all about swarming like a huge group going in and out, like those just go and press the auto attack or just attack at the same time. That is what they always do instead of try to being a skillful game. You can see now my screen is very frozen. I'm not sure what to do, what else I can do. I set everything to the max for my emulator, and even though the Warpath group also tell us that if you know anything else is not working, let's try LD players, and I'm the only one using LD player, I think. But it's still not working, you know. So I'm not sure what else to do at this moment. Like, you know, I should not have too many mistakes, but the game just giving me all the time to having all the mistakes is because the game is not responsive. So I do not know how, but I learned a lot of skill, like how to drag in, out, try to siege, and all those skill is not working anymore now because the game is very lagging. Even though I'm not sure what I should say in my live stream. But you can see most of the time it's about the big groups of swarm. You can see I just try to build the game even though it's in that mode. It's still not working well. So I'm not really sure what should I do anymore. Yeah. So now someone tried to siege my base. So I try to respond, but I can't see the like those archeries anymore. That's why I can't respond to kill those SAP and whatsoever reason. That's why it's very frustrating to play Warpath in the Warzone now. Like now my base will go down now. That's fine. But I want to press the relocation button SAP, but you can see the game is not responsive. Even though I spam to click this relocate, it's still not working. So get all my troops die for no reason. When the game back like 8 months before or even 6 months before, we have no problem with those whatever lagging problems and all those delay problems or DC problems. Like, you know, when everyone try to siege down your base, you can instantly relocate and all your troops is not even able to touch by any enemy. But now I'm not really sure what is the game that I'm playing at all at this moment, but this is what we have now. That's why we try our best to keep on as the developer team, to make the game more stable. But I mean, without those games being stable, we are not playing those skillful game anymore. We are just spamming the attack like no skill. And whoever side willing to lose even more resources, that side will win. But one-on-one, I think I still can work on it. But I mean, most of the big war is all about on the battlefield. When the battlefield, that means there's always more than like 20 players, 30 players doing the same action at the same moment. I mean, this problem really complained like very first Moscow coming out, and the developer from that time should aware that problem. But instead of that, they're adding more of the air frost, adding more of the things that not really give us more option of the smooth and very good skill set game, instead of giving us more and more things to buy in the game. I'm not really sure anymore, like everyone should have the skin of the base, but now they get out more of the new event, but those events you have to purchase, because I'm not really sure. I guess some of the information say there should be some free skin for the base, but I didn't see that happening. That's why I also not interested to do those events for anyone have to buy the new skin base, just get a little bit buff, but anyone else willing to spend, they get that benefit and get that additional whatsoever. So that is not really fair to those who hardworking and play the game based on skill, based on grinding, to get what they are now. Like most of you work very hard to win events, that understandable. But something that you always can't get, even like getting of true, that's already one of the problems. But I glad that Garden of True is not very useful now. That's why it's not the huge problem. But other than that, there's more and more things that you have to chase with the cash now. It's not healthy for the whole games and the whole community. And the skill that I learned from the day one until now, you can see I keep on changing the skill based on what they try to fix. Like we have the archeries, Anthony Siege, and then like we have mediums tank running like ninja style, and we have all those like siege the base with more archeries, or using the light tanks mid meta. And now we have to face the new meta is like the lagging issue. All you have to do is like you have a big groups go in and just do the auto attack, and that is what you have to do. That means there's no skill involvement. You just send your troops to any groups from your teammate, and definitely your teammate will just press the attack, and all your troops will either go die or do the job of killing the enemy base. Other than that, nothing much you can do. Like when we getting swarm, you can see few of my videos trying to teach how we can be more effective to defend the swarm, even though we are going down. I mean, we are fine if our base is going down, because swarm is the only things that make the game balanced. I mean, we should also have a chance to make the swarm not so overkill when we have the chance to show some of our skill. But now the skill is just not working at all. Even though I'm not getting swarm, I just try to be very basic defense, but that's still not working. That's why I very fed up of Warpath game, not because I getting out from the alliance that I work on, but also I can't work anymore with those skills that I learned, and I try to discover new meta and new skill to attack or defense, or even teach more tips. But now it's all about a big groups to swarm down the enemy. That is not needed skill anymore. That's why I also not trying to do that kind of video, because I think I did have that kind of videos, like how to have a swarm, something like that in the Moscow. That's why I'm not sure anymore what else to do. But I think one-on-one might work. let me try that and see if one-on-one still working, other than the game keep on lagging. And the developer give us a very good promise that the lag might be fixed on update on what do you call that 4.0. But now we are still in 3.0, and no one know when is the 4.0. Might be like a month later, or maybe it's like 2 months later. And all those time we are waiting for, we can't do anything. Everyone just try to do the auto attack things, you know. So what should I play? Like, I do not like to play without a skillful gameplay. Like, you know, any games that like strategy game, you just press attack and you just see your army go out and you doesn't have to do anything. I do not like that kind of game because it's not skillful at all and no skill involvement. That means is whoever have more power, of course they will win because the game doesn't require skill. That's why I try to play Lilith game, because they try to make it a little bit skillful and a little bit of knowledge. And of course, strategy is very important. That's why I like to play their game, just to make sure that I work on the skill and the skill is pay out. I mean, that's why I being one of the good fighter most of the time, and most of the guy doesn't like to one-on-one me or try to storm my base. Is because I know how to respond. But until now, I can't respond anymore. And you can see, even though I try to press the relocate, the game is not very working well. So other than that, I'm not really sure what else to do. But of course, if you want to continue the game, we just try to do whatever we can for now, even though we know we will have a big loss. We still have to do that, unless, I mean, there's no any, I think I'm not sure what should I say. I mean, there's no choice for us at this moment. All we can do now is try to supportive and keep on the game until whatever is it. I recently aware that the sound of the game is not working, so I will just get it here now, just to make sure the game having the sound. I'm so sorry if anyone doesn't but the game sound recently, because I didn't aware that's one of the problem now. So let's see that now the game have the sound. That's why I didn't aware that I just start the live stream when I have a chance, and every lagging things is starting there as well. I mean, I tried late, but you can see even though late mode is still not working well. I on late mode now, and you can see my setting. I set almost everything to super low, even though I have to sacrifice some of the quality of the view. I usually doesn't like it. I like to put on high because I would like to have a very full HD view of the gameplay of my videos, because that's what we're supposed to do within the videos. But you know, those fight looks pretty, but I can't move, then it's still not good to show on the video or live stream, because you know. But even though I set everything to low and even light mode, I still can't respond at all. That means I'm not sure if anyone else out there in Warzone and your game respond very smoothly. Maybe you can let me know how or what device you have. Maybe I can try that as well, so that I can make the game a little bit more smooth than what I have now. But I can't even. It's just, you know, restart the game. Now on the screen is like frozen there a minute or two. That means if someone try to attack me now, I definitely dead and I can't respond anything. Like now the game start to move, maybe you can see not even moving, and now start to move, and so that I can react. But you can see from the game starting, let's do one more try. I restart the game one more time. Okay, so we start the game now, and you can see so the loading screen is not a matter until we see what is inside our base. That means once we see our base, we will start to count how long the game will allow us to move the game, or try to press the game, or try to do anything else in the game. But if that is not possible to do, I really have to give up for any war or any fight now, because the game is not responsive at all. So what I can do is just prepare to let my whole squad die for no reason, and I just spam my airlift there, and I have to sit my base there. I can't even do anything because I try to help, but all of my archeries go out, even my super heavy go out. They're just waiting to die when I try to pull them out on pull them in my base. That's not really working at all. Okay, I play before the Warpath come out. After that, I didn't play too much because the ROK still involve a lot of pay to win matters. So you can see the clock is there about 3 minutes. So I can see when I can start to move things. Definitely now can't move anything because the game starting is always zoom into the base. Then all those things inside my base will start to render, like tree, like the buildings, everything else. Then I will try to zoom it back out. So you can see how long it takes when you restart the game. Then you can start to respawn. Okay, so now let's press it. Okay, so you can see it's almost like 30 seconds or maybe up to a minute. But I mean, we are knowing just 10 seconds or 15 seconds, your whole squad will die if you can't respawn. So we are delayed about like 30 seconds when we restart the game. So if anything went wrong, you have to restart your game. Then you have to delay like 30 seconds or maybe like 20 seconds, or maybe let's say 10 seconds. You still delay a lot. Yeah. I mean, I don't count the loading screen. I don't count when the loading screen after. You still have to take about 20 over more seconds to get the responsive and try to move things. So I'm not sure what to say, but it's still, that's one of the reasons that I'm not doing a lot of live stream or video nowadays, because I would like to have all those smooth game on previous when I can move my my medium tank across the map, like the whole wall is there, but my game doesn't lag, or my mediums just walk through every day. It's very clear and very clean game at that time. But until that, we also see Cantonese strategy and also most of the other meta. Until now is the lagging meta. Has been everything now is only work on Swamp. That is one of the things that only work at whatever war. Other than that, nothing else is working well. I mean, if you are the defensive side, you can just spam your airlift just to go back to defense. That is one of the way. But as long you are not only the one, I mean, before we can spam our airlift to defense the CC to let it repair. If anyone siege down your base, you can relocate instantly. They can't even touch your troops. But now the new meta is you have to lose that. Like my whole squad is about 5 million a time. So if I do it like a few more times, I definitely losing my resources unnecessary, because previously we can just relocate SAP and we not even losing a single millions to the military funds because our troops doesn't die, and we can keep on spam airlift back. But now you do not have that option anymore. That's why it's very sad to play. And even though I airlift, I can't do my skill things to reduce the enemy or try to get most of the benefit or most of the value from the defense. I mean, that's not fun anymore to play this Warpath in the war zone anymore, because that's what the fun is when you know that your base will go down, but you doesn't care about your base because you know how to use your artilleries, use your super heavy, or even use your light tank to get more value in the war zone and try to kill those enemy, and always keep your base relocate ASAP when anyone siege it down. That is how we used to play from the defensive side. I mean, everyone in the offensive side, they try to attack or try to siege your base. They know that they should lose a little bit more or less of what they try to siege you, because the offensive side always having a disadvantage. I mean, we understand that because defensive means you are the weak side, so you should have a little bit of advantage. That is how the defensive side should have. And the offensive side, the attack side, should always know that they have the advantage of the huge swarm groups and huge advantage because they always take down the enemy. That's why the game is set up this way. When we are the losing side, we are focused on defense. That's why we also try to minimize the losses and the resources losing. That's why that's how we play. But now it's all about lagging and all about some big groups that can't do anything. So even I try to help that, like I have a live stream like a week ago or 2 weeks ago that I still try my best to do in the game, but the lagging still make me not very cool at that time. But I still can help a little bit more or less. But now you can see I 100% can't do anything at all. That's why I really wanted to help those Warzone most of the time, but I just being another dead base in the Warzone when can't do anything at all. So, and also we know that when you have these kind of big groups surrounding 1cc, that is not anything that you can do unless you have a big groups try to kill the enemies. I mean, start to kill the enemy one by one. Otherwise, they just keep on surrounding you. Basically, you can't do anything at all because you should. I mean, the best defense is to kill the enemy so that you can try to build your CC out again and also build those village out again. Otherwise, why you want to build a CC there, right? But if you can't even respond to the basic defense, how you expected you can defend and also siege down the enemy? Like I used to do that when I know this guy is low. I'll just jump somewhere here and I siege this guy down. When this guy try to help this fella to defend, I will also try to siege him and also attack him. Like those things is like the skill we used to have, and I will try to move my base somewhere here and try to siege this guy down. But if I try to do that now and I can't even grab my screen, like everything is so lagging. You can see now it's not responding, now it start to respond again. That's why not even try to do the things in action, only drag the screen here and there. It's already so lagging. That's why I really fed up of how we learn all the skill, but those skill is not matter anymore when there's a lot of people at the same area. Of course, those skill might work on this like one-on-one things. Let me swap about my siege setup so that I can siege better. I mean, I just try to say that I'm not finding a reason to say I'm not trying to join the war or something. It's just too sad to see the game being this state that it's not skill anymore. It's all about swamp. So it's very boring to play this kind of game as something to say. Alright, I pressed the button because of the delay. I got my 2 archeries die for no reason. That's why sometimes we are not able to know when the game will lag or when the game will not lag. So if I do that and then the game went wrong, then maybe all my archeries will die because I order my super heavy go back to the base first. That's why. But I mean, if I do this, basically I only lose 1 super heavy and all my archeries doesn't affect it. But if I do that, why I have to risk to lose my whole super heavy just to siege down a base that when I no need to lose. I mean, I only lose like 2 to 3 super heavy. I can take down this base like now. But if the game went wrong, I might cause my whole group die because of the game lagging or delay problem. That is not really my issue anymore, but it's something that is beyond what I can handle. That's why I'm very fed up of these whatsoever things. But also still try to learn skill. That's why I'm very fed up at some point. Now I'm losing more super heavy because I slow down or delay my super heavy try to go back. That's why I'm not really sure what I should really do to adjust this thing. I mean, I just give a little bit more additional insurance for my archeries not dying, but that costs my super heavy die more. When I know the correct timing to get back my super heavy and my archeries should not die because I press the button, but the button just not working until everything. And I'm not really sure what to say at this moment. But just doing a one-on-one, we're still having that lagging. If 5-on-1 or 20 people are surrounding you, definitely you can't move and can't respond anything. You can't even do the trick without the archeries, kill someone and try to put it back. Like now, you can see the lagging, and then you somehow get your archeries die. When your archeries die, then your defense become very weak at that point. So when people try to siege you, then you are die. That's why I try not to let my defense down, but I also try to support on the field as well. But the game is suddenly not able to allow you to have that for this moment. I'm not sure what to say, but this is how I have from this field. That's why I also try not to get a lot of actions because of this lagging issue. And sometimes I even having a problems just to send out a truck. The game is not even respond. Like hanging the screen on the base like now is hanging on the screen like a 5 minute to 10 minute I'm responding. Then after that I'm not sure what else. So it's all about knowledge of the game. So the current knowledge now is about big group swarm and prepare all your defense troops die, because that's not your fault. I mean, maybe you have the skill. Like I'm sure that I have the skill, but my game doesn't allow me to use that skill at this moment. Maybe we have to wait until the next update 4.0 and see how the developer fix all those lagging problems. But even though they promised to fix the lagging, like a few months before, we see that a lot and then takes a lot of time. But you can see even though that is working, but it's no result at that moment. It's like people say fix many times, many update to fix the lagging. But now this how we have our game now is still very lagging. So I'm not sure how the promise of those 4.0 will work out. I really hope that the 4.0 will get out ASAP, and so that we can try to enjoy the game that without lag. It's definitely my square will die, but instead I will not have my archeries die for this one die for but I mean that's still fine because I already know I will sacrifice something for something, so I mean that's still okay. Let's get that out. Yes, I try to drag even though it's no anyone else here, but the drag is still okay. It's a screen drag. So I already fed out of what I learned so much, like the reaction. I mean, this is like a synergy game, so sometimes we should have one set of our synergy, and the synergy is not anymore now until the lagging problems are fixed, then it might work again. But one-on-one still working, so I might try to clear those and try to stay near to me. And that's what I can do at this moment. But you can see there's no one else nearby me. No one else try to lag my screen. But just do a very simple basic thing. The game still on lagging. That's why I really try to find some actions for the Warpath game, but it's not working now. That's why I'm not sure what to do in the content of my video anymore. Because like now I try to do a live stream, what you can see is like a hunter gets sieged down, there's no skill at all, just stay there and all his archeries die. I mean, what else I can do, I mean, in your screen, when you siege down my base, you will see very smooth that you kill all my troops. But in my screen, you can see everything is frozen and freeze there. That's why sometimes everyone thought that your game is smooth. You are think you fight someone that is no skill because they can't get their base out ASAP. But you can see in my screen it's very lagging and very bugged most of the time. That's why I'm not sure how to confirm that, but it's really not the way that we should play the game now. That's why we as the content creator, we also try to reflect and also inform the developer team please to fix the lagging ASAP. I'm not saying that they try to ignore it, but they just did it a bit too slow when the lagging is the most of the problem now, like the disconnection things, like when someone try to airlift and you can't deploy your base, that's a huge problem. Instead of the developer try to make a new roadmap that give us more selections, like if you see the new roadmap of 2.0 roadmap, you will see the developer try to give us another new troops of helicopter. And I think we already experienced the problem of the air frost, getting the screen even more and more things to lagging. So if we have a third type of troops like the helicopter, then the screen will getting even more overwhelming from whatever troops that is not contributing to the fight, but instead of adding more and more lagging, more and more crash to the game. That's why I'm not really sure what is the real motive of the game and the developer future to set up the game, because like they try to add more and more things instead of fixing the current problem. I mean, they should really fix the current problem now before they try to add more things, because each of the big update like 1.0 to 2.0, and then we have almost like a day of the server down, and then like 2.0 to 3.0 we have a lot of delay and a lot of lagging problems start to face up because the air frosting come up and everyone just complain about the lagging. From the 2.0 onward until now, the lagging is very serious. So anyone in the Moscow is all about, you know, join one of the army group, and then that's it. You either join the army group or you're on the defensive side, and you just let your enemy siege you down. Basically you can't do anything. Even though you're on the army group, try to swarm someone, like I try to press attack, definitely you have to wait until that base got sieged down or all your troops die. That's only one of the results, because you can't micro or try to move them or do anything else. That's why I asked. Yeah, and I mean yes for that. That's why I aware they will try to fix it ASAP, but they are just not doing it in time. Like I have this problem, not even able to log into the game, or not even able to even send the truck in the game, or I have to log in the game, like wait for like 5 minutes to 10 minutes until the game start to respawn. That is one of the big problems, that not even able to do a daily things. That's why it's not give me a good reason to stay and fight. I'm not sure whether it's in this server or every other server is not having the problem, but mostly anyone in Moscow, they know this problem is happening.
This is only an appetizer.
So I'm not really sure what else instead of trying to track the lagging is really
Working on it.
Right, so my super heavy almost died there. I don't blame that, but at least I can bring down his HP as well. So it's, I mean, I already adapt and accepted this is the new meta, that you have to use your super heavy to trade enemy base for the siege. That is fine. I'm not blame or try to complain that. I mean, little bit loss is better than no loss, because from the previous we can use Anthony to siege someone base and basically we doesn't lose a single unit. That's a little bit too OP and a little bit too hard to counter. but now we have to lose super heavy with a reasonable amount just to kill someone more than 50 million power. I think that is still reasonable. I mean, I can trade that, not very expensive to work it out. But I mean, this still is considered in the skill area and strategy area. But you know, lagging, that not letting you to relocate in time and not even let you to move your archeries, like dragging. I mean, drag is already one of the problems. Like you can press, like I can press attack here or attack there. Now you can see it's a little bit lagging there. It's not smooth. So drag is already a problem. Like now I try to drag, it's already a problem. But when we try to drag out, also it's a problem that if the archeries doesn't respawn in time, definitely stand out there. And just now how the mediums, like the enemy mediums, kill my archeries like free kill. When I really drag it back, but it's not responsive. That is how I try to use one archeries at a time or two max. Because if you have 4 out of the base, definitely you can do 4 times damage. But when you try to drag like this, if one of them doesn't respawn, they're standing out there and die for no reason. That's why I'm not trying to risk all my archeries to have them die and my base become empty base and let anyone kill. So besides this, what I try to do now is, you know, follow whatever on the war zone, just get my base in, and hopefully the lag doesn't, I mean, get a little bit lucky on the lag, so the lag doesn't kill me, and so I can do a little bit more than what I should not be standing there and watching every members die, and I just did nothing. Instead of that, other than that, when I get swarm, I just spam the relocate button and just cross finger and say that all my troops doesn't die. But every single time, all my troops die. Every single time. That's why I really fed up and I'm not sure what to say anymore when my troops should not be die because I can press the relocate button SIP. But you know, instead of the game give us a lot of animations, because when someone siege your base down, you have a lot of animation like your base blow up animations, then all your truck coming back with all those resources animations and the actions. All those things lagging the base because I try that, like just now my truck not even out, so those resources thing doesn't affect my game, but I still can't get my base relocate ASAP like the old time we used to relocate when our base down. That's why compare like 8 months before we play the game and 6 months before we play the game, and now it's really big difference and big gap, and I really adapt and changing most of the meta from the medium to super heavy to Anthony, and then to the whatever things that change like the Air Frost, and until now is all about the lagging that you can't do anything anymore. Even you try your very best, it's still lagging.
I am working on
That's why I'm not sure what else to teach or share as tips and tricks anymore, because it's what we have now. Let's attack. One of my archery style. I mean, I do not blame that at this moment, because I know that there's a fair trade. Like now the game's like, yeah, I try to respawn now. I can see the game instead of zoom out the screen and not let me do anything else. Other than that, it's like I'm not sure what else to say anymore. So it's a little bit funny at this moment, because I really can kill him, but instead the game zoom out and then like not let me respawn to my attributes at the time that I should have my attributes respawn. That's why I'm really not sure how the so-called skill would
Our garrison will be center.
So I'm being like so funny to have all my things die without a reason. I'm not sure why. But I really try to respond safe and so that everything can respond exactly like what I should have. Instead of now I got my base Q because I can respond. Like I have no skill and I don't even know what I do at all. And like that. Now you can see my attributes being so fun. And being die, I try to drag it, but I know it's dying. That's why it's so funny this result now. What else do you expect at this point? So at least I kill some of his troops from the trade. Not very worse, I would say. I'm not sure. Do I call that a big mistake or not? Because I really try to drag it in and out, but even every single time the game like zoom out and like not respond. Then when I drag, it's the screen dragging instead of the other trees moving, and then now like the screen is like not sure what is really happening, like frozen there. I mean this is just a one-on-one. If you having like 3-on-1, then the more things happening on the screen, and you can see some of the air frost even flying over like they do nothing, but they're just adding more and more lagging to you. That's why I'm not really sure if the helicopter things and those new updates come out, what we are expected. Like they might fix the lagging problem on 4.0, but when the helicopter come out, then we might face another lagging problem again. Then we might have to wait for like maybe 5.0 or 6.0. Then the lagging is like forever. I don't think it's very nice to have that most of the time. I really try my best to have the skill to fight one-on-one. You can see how I drag all my archeries to all others archeries of his one. But I try to drag the first archeries back and it's not responding. Then all my first archeries got killed because it's not because of my mistake. I already dragged that. But the screen drag instead of the archeries going back to the base because I can drag it back and then move his one house and then try to attack, or just put it out, then he will try to attack. Like now, I'm not sure why the screen drag instead of the troop drag. So sometimes you are very depends on luck. Like I press here to press, but instead of press it, then the archeries, then it's like the screen drag instead. Like now, I mean. I know I drag is not in the box. I just saying the situation. I drag from inside, but the screen move instead of the troop move. That is really happening. That's why I can't even do a one-on-one anymore, and so that I can't even defend a swamp. So I'm really not sure what I should contribute at this moment. Like very funny that I can't do anything. So that also stop a while to do Warpath videos and wait for anything that is really start to work, and so that I can do more videos to share those new metas, new strategy that is start to work. I think this guy is trying to reinforce me. I think this is super kind, but hopefully, yeah, that's the problem. Hopefully he doesn't get killed because I can't do a lot to help him. Yeah, that's the problem that I would not like to have. But I really can't do a lot at this moment. That's why I really have to get it off as some reason.
I am working on it.
That's why skill play is very hard at this moment when you know what to do, but the game just doesn't allow you to do that. Then nothing much you can do at this moment.
Trust them.
I mean, not sure everyone else game maybe smooth, but maybe everyone else game is moving correctly. But I mean, my game is very lag right now. I really am that guy, but I do not know why my super heavy is moving to the get that
Garrison will
grade
defend
to
us.
that area instead of trying to attack the buddy that I already am. Like now I try to drag something, and the screen move instead of my troop move. That's why sometimes I'm not really sure what is really happening in the game.
This is only an
But
appetizer.
when the game is not lag anymore, it's very happy to have a smooth game, you know. I mean, that is very glad that you can see all those skills start to work out, and all those skillful things is really start to have pay out. It's very fun to have all that, but it's not now. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I try to drag it, but when I try to drag again, the game start to lag, and then it's not really much. So let's get this in, hopefully not lagging, and let my archeries die. No, it's not responding. Then let's where we go there and kill that guy. I try not to kill this guy because he's online, so definitely he will get his archeries out and let me kill him. I mean, kill his archeries for no reason. I mean, yeah, that's the case. Archeries can reinforce better.
Working on it.
Not sure why my script doesn't kill the archeries instead. Do whatever can, but it's not working. And do this one,
This
it's
is
not
only an
working.
appetizer.
I mean, that's how I got my buddy to die, and he tried to siege, and I get that's why I very angry. My screens zoom out instead of you know, I try to respawn.
Are they done? Any more shells?
That's why I do not know, is it a sad or angry? Like I try to respawn, but the screen
Commander,
zoom out
our
instead
garrison will
of
defend us.
doing what I order the game to do, and got my archery style and got my buddy having so many pressure that should not have, because my buddy is come to support me. I should do a better job to show him his big love and big support to me. But now that I looks like an idiot that I doesn't even know what to do and let my buddies archeries die for no good reason. That's why it's very heartbroken when we have the skill, but the skill just doesn't work anymore. And yeah, that's is how I'm really not sure how to play this game
Disturb me.
anymore. It's just a one-on-one, you can see. And we already having so many problems. Even though I try to siege the offline base or even try to fight this online guy, but it's not about skill anymore. It's about luck, I would say. It's about when you want to do the actions, the game doesn't lag and you able to have the actions in corrections, or the game doesn't suddenly lag because you want to move things in and the game doesn't allow you to move. Yeah, I mean, that is what I face most of the time. That's why I'm not really into a lot of actions at this moment, and even though I skip the combat drill because I know I can't do the combat drill like I usually do, because the game getting more and more lagging after and after all those updates. I'm not sure what is really happening. Like, I mean, anyone really benefit any super things from the Air Force instead of the Air Force adding more lagging to the game? I mean, the Air Force doesn't even make any matter. Right now, I just move the screen. I even not doing anything, but the game's so lagging. That's why I really hope the developer fix the problem. Like, you know, before we have very less troops, maybe that might get a less lagging problem. Like we have only 4, 5 or 6 super heavy. Now we have double or triples the numbers that we have. Make more unit on the map. Like we are only 1 players. Maybe if there's like 5 or 10 players, only 20 or 30 players, then it's like thousands troops standing on your screen, plus all those Air Force that is not doing anything at all. Like the fighter killing the fighter. I mean, auto fighter killing all those fighter on the air. I mean, what is the reason that you want the fighter on the air? Because you doesn't want any bomber kill your troops on the ground. But no one really used the bomber. Then why you want the fighter to protect? Right? So everything's being so lagging. I'm not really sure what else to do in skill. That's why I'm also not focusing on skill now. It's all about like a big group swarm. If this party is with me, then I just let my super heavy die for no reason. It's very sad to have this gameplay, I would say, but this is how is it for now. Hopefully they really go and fix this problem. Like, ow! Can I get back? Yeah, I still get my archeries die. I really pressed, but you can see the game is frozen there, and I can't do that. It's still lucky that I get all my archeries going back in instead of having my archeries start to die. That's nice. But just try to fight someone offline, and we really have so much pressure and hassle to siege down an offline base. I mean, I do that a lot. If anyone of you know that I'm one of the best player to siege down anyone in offline. I'm not really losing a lot of things. That is how I used to play Warpath for some time. But now it's not the time that I can do that anymore. It's about how I'm not getting lag at the time, I would say. Okay, I really want to drag that and not be working. Okay, so I think this party is with me, so let's do a full siege. And then at the end, with all my squares go down, I really doesn't want to care anymore because the lagging is really a big issue that I do not want to have any issue of this anymore. So I just accept the loss of whatever. Yeah, like archeries die because of this or that. I do not want to care anymore. I just let it being an auto attack because it's a time of we just only can do auto attack and cross finger of hopefully doesn't die. That's what I can do instead of like previously I can save back all my troops and can kill those offline guys slowly and try to play a bit of skill things. But now it's all about press auto attack, cross your finger and see how's the outcome. Instead of that, it's not too much fun. That guy's not dying yet. So you can see the game. I mean, I'm not doing anything now, but the game is lagging because I think someone put a tag. You can see the tag things. When someone put a tag, my game will get lag. So it's also some of the luck, like your officer try to put a tag during your fight and being very lag, and like 2 or 3 officers try to put a tag again, like back to back to put the tag, then you are definitely stuck there like a minute. You doesn't even can move anything. Like this guy try to move, it's not smooth at all. It's very lagging. So I try to put down the quality to low. It still help a bit, but not a lot. That my game still very lagging because we already did that on the first when I jump into the CC. But you really see the result that I can't do anything. Even all my archeries on my base outside, I try to do the skill things to support, but I can't ask all of them to go back in. That's how I got myself killed. Yeah, I did try late mode. I tried that the late mode, but it's still the same result on during those war. That's why late mode is not really helping. I mean, it might help a bit, but not in a situation like now. We just restart the game. I hang on this screen about should have hang here like about 10 seconds or 30 seconds because I already passed that in just restart the game. I mean, what kind of game when you just start it and it start to lag, not even try to do anything? You can see the limit jump out. We all know limit will come out when your game start to lag. That's why I just restart the game let the link and say that you are lagging. That's why is I'm not sure what else to say, but this is what this is one of the reasons that I'm not playing Warpath too much now and being a farmer, because I'm not even able to send the truck at some point from the day. I have to start the game and wait for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes just to send the truck and do some missions and do some daily things. And you can see I'm not really trying to rush for the Battle Honor event as well, because very hard to do everything. Yeah, so Andra, I mean, you also feel the I mean all of us feel the same thing of the lagging is very, very big issue. But I mean, I'm maybe is the only one that speak it out on the live stream, because I'm not sure anyone else really try to point out has a very, very big problem, because this is not like a month's problem. This is like a 3 to 6 month problem. When the 2.0 up to 3.0, we already start to have that problem. Like this game is opens like a year. You can see I'm not sure how yeah, okay. Let me try to show you, because server 2 open supposed to be the what do you call that, the global opening of this game, like grand opening. And you can see the first city ever opened in the game is like 300 days about. So this game is very new, like a year, but we're having this lagging problem like more than like 8 months. Like 8 months is more than half of the lifespan on this game is lag. That's why I'm not really sure what else to complain when we already speak that so many times and raise it so many times, and the developer did promise us so many times as well. But in the end, they say, well, fix it on 4.0. But you know, if the lag doesn't fix, they can just put the 4.0 like a delays project. Like maybe 3 months later, they will update the 3.0, because we are in, I mean,
Turn it into gasoline.
we are in 3.0. They can put like 3.15, 3.15, 3.39, something like that, and go on like 3.110. It's still not go to 4.0, you know, even though they promise 4.0 will fix the lag, but who know when is the 4.0 to fix the lag, you know. That is the very big problem. If we are in Moscow,
Take a look at
it's definitely a swamp and auto attack war. It's no skill involvement, and it's all about how many people you have in your allies and how you can work it out with the allies and try to make more allies in Moscow. It's not skill anymore. Like previously, I can go in and 1v5. I can kill like 3 guys and then make a big contribute to the war zone and the fight. And even though the enemy kill me, I can still jump in, like bring down 1 or 2 guys with me. And even though my base is on red, I still can do that, you know. I mean, I did that a lot of time, but now it's like just another noob that jump in and got siege down, not even do anything at all. Then my base down. That is what is it for now. Okay, let's read about others' comments. And the greenies still die even if they max out. Yeah, that's definitely 0 points. Glad to see you live. Yeah, thanks very much, and thanks for your support. I'm really glad that my videos help everyone else whoever play. I mean, help whoever plays the Warpath game. Are you thinking of next? Okay. Yeah, I did have the. I mean, let's show what I have in my army. I mean, what else I work on 7.2. Like I have 2 7.2 Liberty archeries and 1 7.2 super heavy. You can see I very close to 7.1 archeries as well. And then I have another 7.1 tank hunters. I see someone's airlift somewhere here. Hopefully it's not the enemy. If the enemy, I have to start to respawn. Okay, there's enemy airlift somewhere here. You can see the white one and the red one. But unfortunately I can't help because it's just too far and my game is too lagging. if I put my troops there, definitely die for no reason. So let them clear us and gain from the defense benefit, because that's what this moment. Let's get back. I mean, that guy is online, it's fine. So you can see I have a Vanguard, I have a Vanguard tank hunters on 7.1. Then I have a ATG 7.1 as well. That means I have options to make a 7.2 max out tank hunters or the ATG. That's what I can do for now. And then I have 7.2 rockets. I did use that for fun, but because of the game so lagging now, so the rocket is so weak. When the game is lagging, you can't use rocket. That's how I have everything based on the meta, but the lag just kill all those things that does not work anymore. That's why I will just stick with those archeries in my base. The reason is because I try to maximize the defense. That's what I try to do now. Nothing more than that. Because I know defense is only things that we can do. Other than that, we can't do anything more or less for the defense. But maybe I can swap to the ATG. So I will have a little bit better defensive troops maybe. But let's wait for these two guys to kill us first. And so that okay, now I'm on light mode, so you can see how's the difference. Like I'm not doing anything at all. You can start to see the game is lagging. And I on my setting just show one more time to confirm 100% confirm that auto setting is on low. Like, okay, like low, and then yeah, everything else is. I mean, even I disable the army powers just to reduce whatever that able to lag the game. And not even press the buttons, not responding. Like you heard the sound, but the action is not working. So okay, so the game crashed even better. Like, you know, just show you the game just doesn't like to work for me. Maybe I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's how is it for now. So I definitely can max out my unit. I still have a lot of 4-star, but I just not trying to rush to any unit now, because the Warpath say that the new roadmap will have anti-air ground unit and also those helicopter things that maybe might be the new meta. That's why I try to save up some of the troops for the future, because we know how hard to get a 7.2. Like my Air Force not even getting a 7.2 yet. That's why I also try to save some of the troops for the future when the helicopter things come out. And those are anti-air ground troops. I'm not sure why we want to have anti-air. Maybe the helicopter is really OP that can kill like a better version of a bomber, maybe. So we really have to see why we want to have anti-ground, because currently the bomber not really OP at this moment. So that I'll just try to save troops for the future upgrade of the 7.2. But now it's not really enjoying any fun of this game. Like I mean, unfortunately or fortunately that I have a max account. I mean, I have almost everything maxed out. If I just show you my officer, you can see I max out all my officer on max skill. Only the white wolf that I doesn't want to max her out yet is because she is on the mission now, so she will max out automatically with free way. That's why I try to use the statue. Now the game is not on. So I will try to use the statue to max out all those Air Force officer at this moment. And I already have the one of the Air Force officer maxed out already. Only work out on another 2, and until the witch coming out, then start to work on her as well. So you can see from the start I have every single of the officer on max. Even this
Hi, will you give me a ride?
Tell me who you fight.
Where does it
even
hurt?
this
I
that
betrayed
leather
Führer,
is also maxed
but was
out.
loyal to
All of my
long
officer is
for an
maxed out.
Fighting so
Only
I don't
white
serve.
wolf, you can
I
see
fight.
I'm very close to max out, but I doesn't want to max her out yet. That's why because she was on free, that's why I doesn't need to push her. Then I have go fixer on max out as well. Then I try to work on this
Math is an art
eagle.
form.
You can see eagle is also not very close to max out, but it's working on the. I mean, it's working. Then Ring of Glory. I mean, let's work on one officer at.
It's a tough challenge.
I fly high in the sky.
I mean, I'm very close to max out everything, so my account's definitely a max out account now. So I'm not very worried about anything about farm or not. But instead of trying to play another farming game, I mean, I can't do anything because I try my best to do something, but things that is not working. That's why I'm not sure what else to say. Let's say, okay, I just have armor, so I can't do that. So now I'm on Lightwood just to stay on and see how I can respond correctly and see if he can survive those lag. I mean, after my party gets stitched out, I mean, if party is on online, I mean, he's still fine because as long as you are online, you can try your best to defend, and that's why you're not losing too much. But if offline guy, you might lose a lot because all your squad will get stitched down. That's why I try to cover this guy instead of cover I think Scroll Blind for that reason, because on the left side you can see not any places that allow me to put my base. So what I can do is stay on behind at this moment. Maybe I can drag my archery somewhere here.
Awesome.
So even though we have more support coming in, but with Lightwood it's very hard to aware. You can see it's a green and this is green and the map is green, so it's very hard to tell what is what, and when we drag it's like very easy to misclick those not very strong, like I can't even see what's that. That's the problem of sometimes we use the Lightwood and this guy is charging me. I can't even know that because the timer is not on there. Like now we have timer. When Lightwood the timer is not there, then we're not even knowing, like this guy try to kill us, this guy try to kill us, doesn't even have time. Until now the timer coming out. That's why Lightwood might reduce the lag problem, but it gives us another bigger problem. Like somebody try to attack us, we're not even aware, because sometimes we have to see the archeries. Like I have 3 seconds, he have 4 seconds, so I know my archeries will win because my archeries have 3 seconds to fire up and his archeries have 4 seconds to fire up. That's why Lightwood, that's why most of the time I doesn't use Lightwood. That's why. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure how the game is just not working perfectly at this point now. For some reason.
Now is the time. Don't push me. Let's rock it. I am working on it.
And then my troops
I hear it.
getting died for reason like okay, I don't know why. And then my Squavy getting BQ there as well. That's why it's very frustrating having this problem, and you try to do that just to fix this problem, but this problem fixed and the other problem coming out to tell you that it's not optimized. And that's why I very hate to play Warpath now, for now, because the reason of whatever, I can't do anything like I used to do every single time.
I hear it.
And I'm not sure how everybody else are able to do things very happily. Like they're not having the lag problem, but I just having so much lagging problem. I'm not sure why, but that's how is it now, I would say.
Trust them.
All those guys try to attack me, I basically can kill them. I just not sure why my game is getting more lagging than whoever tried to attack me. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I'm the reason that getting this whole problem or not. But basically, if everyone else say they are lagging, I just believe that everyone has the same lagging, so that we are having the same disadvantage instead of I'm the only one getting so much lag and frozen of the game, other than everyone else work very smoothly game, and so that I can't play skill and everyone can play skill. Okay, Mr. Right will say after I reached level 14, I did 4 lucky wheels so far. Yeah, lucky wheel is most of the time I always max it out, but you need to have 130,000 gold just to do that. That's why it's not very cheap to have that, but I really have to max this far. I'm so sorry that I can't help you because my game is very lagging. Not sure if I go there is being a suicide squad or I able to help. That's what. So it's very fun to see all those XYT very active nowadays, just queue whatever on the field instead of previously. I'm not really sure is it very active as well. So both of us firing, you can see if with the skill I basically can fire more than him. That's why his archeries die more than what my archeries have. That is good. I mean, yeah, that's good, right? Let's use this as a charge.
Our garrison will defend us.
Let's rock and roll.
We're still charging.
I hear
Let's
it.
put it there.
Go, go, go.
Okay, I have my square wheel somewhere now. And my square wheel keep on dragging back my archeries down for no reason.
Now is the time.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Now is
So
the
that
time.
guy tried to kill my archeries, and that's why we have to play the skill of drag here and there, not able to let anyone kill you. Also not trying to risk, take the risk now because it's not necessary that our problem should not have the risk, because once the lag come out, we always die first.
Let's rock and roll. Go, go, go.
But I also really want to do the skill thing, like try to be helpful and being skilled at some point, instead of not doing anything else.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
But those lag is just not allow me to do what I used to do. That's why I really hate
Our garrison will defend
Go,
us.
go, go.
the respawn now. But if I do that, my archeries might die. Yeah, that's why. That's why I doesn't want to take the risk, because I know it's a lesson. And the lag does tell me that I just stay in the base is the best.
Commander, our garrison will
Am
defend
working
us.
on it. Let's rock and roll.
That's why it's very
Our garrison
painful
will
to
defend
see
us.
all those problems. But what else you expect me to do at this
Go,
point,
go, go.
right?
This is only an
Like
appetite.
as much I can
Commander, our
Now is the
garrison
time.
are ready.
instead of trying to kill something else. Try.
I hear it.
Commander,
And my archeries die for no reason.
Trust them.
And I try my best to defend out.
Let's rock and roll.
Like I still can do something like that, but it's like that, something like that.
This is only an
But my
appetite.
base still go down. I did my best, but you can see the lag is there. I can't do the relocate. I mean, in the 8 months before, because I have that problem, like you can instantly relocate, so all my troops doesn't die. But now the game is like frozen there. I'm not sure whether I want to restart the game and wait for like 3 minutes, or I just keep on waiting here until the relocate coming out. And I'm not sure what I should do every single time. Like, no, this is not even a swamp or not even a big actions. I mean, I fight a lot of like 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 5. You can see now the relocate coming out, but all my troops have already died. So who should I really blame? Like, is it my skill problem or my setup problem? Like, I play every single game that have no problem, but I mean, okay, let's not try to my game. But everyone else also complain the same lagging. So I maybe assume or say that everyone else having the same problem. That's why when we siege down someone, they can't relocate ASAP. It's not because they are not skillful, it's because the game crashed there. I mean, maybe they can take out those animations that is not benefit anything at all. I mean, you can see really they try to make everything nice, everything good, but they give you a low quality setup that, you know, maybe just make all those whatever animations away, whatever animations, let's get that away, and so that we have a smooth game. Like, because when your base blow up, there's an animation like your base blow up, but I can't see that every single time until like 30 seconds or 1 minute later, you can see the animation with all your troops die for no reason. So I mean, why you want to have that kind of animations if your main game can't even run smoothly, you know? So it's very frustrating every single time that I got sieged down. I just pray and cross finger to say the relocate button please come out, and every single time it's not working. Every single time all my troops die, not because I can't press the relocate button ASAP, it's because the game doesn't give me that options ASAP. And so every single time I'm like standing there. So I did have some Q, but definitely that is not good enough from what I have previously and compare now. I mean, I can get this Q, maybe more or less, I doesn't blame that, but I should not have a lot dying, like 400 more. I should have like at least 100 die only, or less than 100, because I can press the relocate button like we used to play Warpath on the previous game, but now it's not really the case. And you can see about 2 times I having this problem, and so I'm not sure what to do anymore. That's why I also not trying to do any new videos because I know there's none of the tips or tricks that can share at this moment until the developer really focus 100% to fix the lag instead of giving us a lot more decoration things that is not helping anything of the game, but just ask us to, you know, throw more money to get the newest skin. You can see I'm not trying to get the skin of like the key event and not even the following events. I mean, this skin I got it like free, so when the update up, when they give the skin, I already have the skin automatically like free, so I'm not really spend any money for the skin because I know it's very hard to find the skin. And developer did promise us there will be a free skin, at least one skin will be free, so that everyone should have a free skin. But I didn't see that happening. That's why I'm not trying to do the events videos at all. And what I used to do best is doing more actions videos most of the time, but now I can't do that anymore as well if the lag doesn't go away. That's why it's very hard for me to think about what to do next with the video. This does happen to me. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you can tell me what you are using, like what phone you have and what situations doesn't having that kind of lagging. Like I have this problem almost every single time, even like in the Moscow or even after the Moscow. I mean, from the first Moscow already having this problem. Is only more or less, you know, sometimes lucky doesn't have that, or sometimes not lucky, you have more lagging. So you say that if you tap recruit a unit and right after you start the game, your troops will be put 2 at a time, and also if you restart 3. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe that is the bug. But I'm not trying to abuse any bug. You know, like I try to do a live stream, so I show everyone how the bug works. That I'm not thinking that will work anymore. So maybe when I try it on offline, but I mean when I try to live stream, I'm not trying to explore any bug things or any unfair factors to the game. Yeah, that's not supposed to be happen in live stream unless I try to alert or aware this is the bug, and of course not trying to use it in any real actions, so the developer will know that, because most of the time the developer will ask us for videos to prove something is broken or bug. That's what we try to do most of the time. But the lagging problem is, I mean, it's not really a first day problem. It's like a few months, even though the developer try to fix a few times. I mean, you can see clearly that I still having this problem most of the time. I'm really not sure what else to do, because you must get your base down when you can do the relocate. Unless you have to waste one airlift just to get out and save all your troops. I mean, that is not nice, because when you are in the war zone, you want to save your airlift, because when there's a fighting time, you should jump in and fight. But you just try to save 5 million's fund, then make your war loss. I don't think that's worth it. But until that is really happening, now is nothing really much. I mean, I get a lot of frustrating about how my troops die every single time my base blow up. That's why I'm not trying to do a live stream. I mean, I try that on not doing live stream so that my PC doesn't run the extra software things. I mean, the result is same. I still can't relocate SAP. That's why. So King L say Moscow, we have 5 versus 3 alliance, Kingdom 12. So not do that, but sometimes it's what work and fix cost. Yeah, I mean, if you say that out loud, the developer 100% will fix that. I mean, if no one try to siege my base, maybe I can take a look about the Moscow situations. Alright, so let's take a look about what alliance is in the Moscow now. So King L say that Kingdom 12. So let's find Kingdom 12. So I'm not sure what is your alliance. You know, yeah, because there's 2 Moscow that have Kingdom 12. I mean the server 12. So if you can tell me, so I can go into the Moscow of what the Moscow you have now, instead of who to view the wrong one.
You told me this would be rock and roll. Is the world after the war gonna be so exciting?
Okay, HBK. So we have HBK on Moscow Battleground 14. So let's take a look. I mean, HBK is supposed to be top 1 because that is the top 1 positions. So let's see how you doing. I mean, your alliance doing in your Moscow. So I mean, everyone understand when we get to the Moscow, the lagging happen. I mean, I get that. I try to adapt. I try to accept. I mean, now it's even every single thing is also happening. Okay, we see T1. I mean, I know T1 is one of the strong alliance on the later server. Should be very careful and really have to see them because they are very, very strong. Then we have I'm not sure, the quality is very, very low now. I really want to put it back to high so that I can view those previews nicely, because I'm not in the actions. So if someone try to kill my base, I will just let him kill and kill all my troops. I really doesn't want to react, because if I try to react, the result is same. When my base blow up, I can't do anything. Then when the relocate button come out, then all my troops is die. So why should I try to react ASAP? Like, the result is always same. So it's very lame to say that you try to be online to defend your base so that you doesn't lose a lot and you can try to play a skillful game. But now it's no difference, like you're online or you're offline. I mean, you're still doing the same thing. That's why I try my best. What I can do now is like when there's a big swarm, like just now my alliance is going to jump in a lot of them. So I try to be supportive to jump in. And I'm not trying to do anything too crazy, even though I try to be very supportive there. But I got all my troops die for no reason. Then nothing much I can do unless there's a swarm team. So let's get back to okay, let's see what allies in this Moscow. We have T1 and then we have HBK, and then we have Vietnam. We FF. I think this is super strong alliance as well. One of the top Vietnam alliance. I believe someone introduced that to me. But let's see. This is not very strong leaders powers, but they have a SWAT team about not hitting the 100 million. So I don't think it's one of the big wealth. So it's still not super strong. They might have a few, a strong guy, but not super strong. Then we have HBKC. I think this is one of the sub alliance from the same server. Then we have UN. I mean, a lot of server have UN. I'm not having a good experience with UN because my first alliance was in. I joined my first alliance in server 1 is UN. I doesn't have a good history with them as well, so not really sure. And okay, so let's see. 12 we have 2, 3. So that's what you try to say is that server 14 and server 16 having 5 allies try to fight 3 of the 12 guy, but 3 of the 12 guy, I mean this HBKZ and HBKF, so they should not be very strong. Like okay, almost 8 billions power, and this one I have about 7 billions. That's a little bit weak. So HBK main alliance is super strong. I would say 11.2 billions, and the members leaders 100% is not strong. You can see from power, and your top guy of your officer is not super strong as well. Super strong supposed to be 80 or 90 millions. Okay, you have Kin. Kin is one of the highest powers guy in the game as well. We should know 3 God and Kin. 2 of them is very near to the top. Maybe it's touching the mountain already, like 150 billions power. Then you have another 100 billions power guy and 90 over. That's why I know these are less strong. But definitely, I mean, because you have a strong guy in your Moscow, you should be doing better. That is 100% confirmed. But because of the current game situation, the mechanism, and all those lagging problem, it's all about numbering. Like the most latest update is all about the army groups. That's why the army group get a lot more buff than whatever else we are trying to work out. So when everyone try to form an army groups and do the swarm, then you can't do anything when the game is lagging, because even though your game doesn't lag in whatever highest phone or highest spec that PC you have or phone you have, when the swarm come, you will 100% lag because so many things in the screen, and this is a mobile game. It's not a PC game. This game doesn't handle things like the PC things handle, So you will still get lagging problem. Then you will see all your base, your friends just siege down like that. So that's why I aware this problem very early, because this is a mobile game, not a PC game. So lagging is one of the problems that very hard to fix unless they reduce things on the screen. Otherwise, it's not working. So let's see. T1 got Q this HBK. You can see your settlement is not working there. And then on the corner, we have a different color. Let's see what's the alliance on this corner side. So we have HBKF there. I mean, it's still surviving with those farming, but no any base there. So maybe they went out for war, or they got cleared by those enemy that doesn't in. Okay, so I can see T1 try to work out his village to try to burn it out. Yeah, but they are not doing it now. So maybe they not interested to burn those village out for no reason. They try to cover the whole Moscow map instead, and UN is doing a good job, so they try to spread the reward from now. You can see from the map. So TNT, I think I saw this alliance name as well. So so the Vietnam is doing a very good job, and okay, I think here we have a big war maybe because we have a lot of village burning, but definitely you got surrounded. And you have one bridge there. That's mean front and back also got surrounded by the enemy side. That is very hard to get out of these situations. But you can see this orange alliance and those, then they're very smart. They give some of the space of the empty space, not having any village. So any others allies can put their members there. If you just put all your village there, then your allies can't put their base there and can't do the support things. And you can see the game being very, very weird, like jumping in and out and lagging things. So at these moments, you can't really do a lot of things. Maybe actually you can do something that if you try to, I always try to help everyone else. If you try, if you really believe or trust my ability of how to run and give some advice of what to do on the battlefield, you can reach out to me in Discord. Then of course I need your all your R5 to put a little bit faith and trust on me, so I can try to make a better plan for you. Even though you are on very big problem now, I still can work it out, because it's not a super worst situation. I've seen even worse situations that I still can turn a bit around. I'm not saying that you can from a lose of your Moscow turn to be a win, but I definitely can give you a bit hope that what you should work on your Moscow. So in the end, you might getting a bit more fun than what you're having now, like spread 3-way of your server 12, and 3 of you can't do anything and keep on getting burned out by your enemy. That is 100% not fun. Then you're also not getting any reward. The Raven Town not even start to open. That's why it's not very late to work out a plan now. But of course, in the end, just give you a plan and advice. That is what I only can do. In the end, you still need a real actions from, the support of all your R4 and R5 and all those members. They are the one to make the things to turn around. If they doesn't put the faith or trust on something, then whatever good plan won't be happening. That's what I try to help on others Moscow on the early time. But in the end, their management doesn't trust the plan will work, and that's why they continuously doing what they do is keep on building the CC with no reason and no real goal. And even though they put a triangle, like 2 or 3 CC together, try to resist the enemy, but in the end they're losing even more. I just tell them not to do that. They do every single thing I say not to do. And that's how they say that in the end they try to give up the Moscow and just do whatever they can until they can't do anymore on the Moscow. So I did try to help whatever, like someone tried to reach to me to say, can I do a video for them, like promote their jumping group or do whatever things, or ask me for advice. Most of the time I reply all of them, and I even try to create those free jumper groups videos to help promote their jumper groups. Everything is free. I doesn't charge anyone, doesn't receive any money from the Warpath game. That's why I just want to help with my knowledge, and so that more people will benefit. In the Moscow, when I'm in the XYT, I won 2 times Moscow, so I know how boring is it when we are the winning side and doesn't lose anything, Then there's nothing much for us to play at all. That's why I also try to work out to help the enemy so that they can be a little bit more challenge for us in the Moscow, on the next Moscow or the previous Moscow or the current Moscow, and so that we can have a little bit more challenging to play instead of just press your enemy in the Moscow. They have no fun. Everyone just swarm them all the time. So that's why I really want to help those whoever losing in the Moscow to have a table turn around a bit, and so that both sides having I'm not saying hope, something to play in Moscow. Instead of the winning side keep on winning, there's no challenge at all. The losing side just lost all of your faith. That's have nothing you want to looking forward into. All you want is us to be end of the Moscow ASAP. I don't think that is good. Alright, so King L, you say that the power is like 49B versus 29B. Yes, the power and the number is very clear, because it's not like about 4 on 4 alliance. It's like 5 on 3 is definitely 2 additional allies is equal to is equal to 400 additional players. Even though each of them is like 150 members, it's still 300 over members. It's like you only can 1 versus 5. The best can do that, but that is not happening on every single of the member. Your allies can't be all of your members can do that. I mean, some maybe can do 1-on-1, some maybe
I don't
can
like
do
to talk
1-on-2,
crap.
some
As
can
I
do
said,
1-on-3. But
shells
if
don't
there is
have eyes.
addition of 300 more enemy, definitely that swarm is unstoppable. I mean, even though there are 30 million power, or even those that are very weak, like 20 million power, as long as they give up their troops to someone else in the army groups, they just do the swarm. You just can't keep up because they are just too much in the number. So you need some of the plan to divert this kind of problems, and also try to divide your enemy. And the most important point is the goal. Like, what is the goal you try to achieve in the Moscow? Of course, everyone will say, of course, you try to win the Moscow or get most of the reward. I mean, everyone will try to say that, but that's not the goal. That is what you want. I mean, yeah, it's what you want versus what you can do, the real deal. So if I just give a little bit preview on the same Moscow that we just see. Okay, let's go back to Moscow 14. So you can see basically your alliance currently is on the middle of the war. I mean, on the most deadly place. You can see how you got sandwiched by everyone else. I'm not sure how many allies is on the side waiting to kill you. I mean, kill your allies. But definitely you have no way to run, and all your members only able to airlift there, and all your supporter can't go there because they have to walk all the way there with their truck. So that's not happening. But you can see how your teammates is getting to understand their purpose is just to set up a very safe place to grind from the Moscow. They doesn't want any rewards. They just want a farm place to farm. But even though they still got clear out all of their members, I didn't see any members of this HBKF. And then this another alliance, they know this problem as well. That's why they also chilled out and have a farm area there on it. But they also try to stay on their settlement. That is how they have a goal. If there's success to have their goal success, that means they can get back their settlement instead of just fight for no reason. Like your CC set up at the middle of nowhere. So you already know you're losing in this Moscow. There's no way you can build a CC from this particular area, and you can think about you can go to steal a fort there or a fort on another side, or maybe you can think you can burn this Vietnam alliance all the way and steal this town. So there's no reason you have to build your CC at the middle of this side when you can see your opponents just surrounded you and even can very easy to burn you. Maybe you can also try to if you want to chill out, you can find a place like one of the corner to work it out, or this corner to work it out to have a farm. But of course, this is not the plan I try to give you if you really put your trust and give me a try. So I will give you a better plan. I mean, I just tell you how to analyze what your officer try to ask everyone of your alliance basically going in here is just to die and sacrifice and suicide 100%, because these are savage situations that if you can survive this situation, you won't be forced out from your own settlements, because when the start, all the enemy is from very far away. I think this one is from your teammate as well. So your opponent is from very far away, and you can see from very far away to start to attack you and kill you. You can't even defend that situation. You think you can survive the situation now is like 100% savage. That's why your officer should really think about the the first day or the first week or the second week how you fight in. It's only 1 week because the Ribbon Town is not open yet. So it's like the first week how you fight in the Moscow. You already know you stand no chance to even like a one-on-one to T1 alliance. Then you should not jump to anywhere between like 2 alliance. Will definitely kill you, and you get into another sandwich situation. And all your members try to set up and build this or those village. I mean, it's a good job, but definitely asking all of them just go in and sacrifice, and like no purpose of that, because you can't get value from this try. So you should have something even better in the plan so that you can build something in some of the area, and then you have some of the plan to at least get a reward or get a farm area up. I mean, reward of course is much more better because you fight for something, all your members losing their resources, but at least in the end you have a reward that is much more better. Otherwise, you should have a safe place for your members. Just understand, go in Moscow, it's just a chill out farm because you already know that you can't get any reward. So why don't you get a safe place to chill out? And then whoever go in Moscow, do their missions, do their bunker, do their whatever combat drills things. After that, they can go back to the server 12 to chill out. So not wasting too much resources, but you also not also trying to limit all your members. Keep on asking them to waste your resources to sacrifice for nothing. Like you can't get reward there, you can't build the village there, you can't even have a farm place for them. So basically just asking every of your members go in and let your enemy kill, so they will have a Moscow kill machine point like no reason. That's why your officers should really try to work it out sometime to understand the goal of setting up the CC should have a goal, a target, or at least something to achieve. Otherwise, they should not really try to ask the whole of like 200 people try to suffer for one decisions to make it up there. That's what I try to give. Hopefully that is not offensive comments, and hopefully not trying to make unfriendly things. So this pasta tried to attack me and the game start to lag. You can see I try to drag, but now the game is not moving, so I'm not sure what else to do. And it's on light mode, but it's on high quality. I understand that, but at least respawn, at least respawn the game. But you can see that's why I doesn't want to play. I think he somehow killed my base. My base blow out. That's why the animation start to become very weird, because every single time your base got blow up, then the lagging things and those things, whatever things. That's why. Yeah, something like that. But luckily we doesn't lose a single troops because the game let us relocate instead of let us press the relocate. I'm not really sure what else to say. I mean, I really complain a lot of time. I do not want to complain anymore. But every single time I got blow up, I really can't handle that frustrations. I really have to point it out. Like I'm being a very easy target to kill, but basically I'm not. But I mean, every single time it's seeing how I got stitched out, that I really frustrated that I'm not sure what else to say. But at least I saved one time, not die all my troops, and I even kill some of these troops. So that might be a very good play, I would say. But it's not very huge, it's 100 something. We only die 8, so that's very good. Maybe. But the next time might not be very lucky like this time we have. So let me try to change back the setup to low, maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, Jaywalker, hello there. I'm currently on VIP 16. Hello, I'm currently on VIP 16. Working on try to work out to VIP 17. But that is just natural things. No need to push anything because I still saving gold for those lucky view, so I'm not pushing any VIP, because once you have a VIP 16, you are very good to go. Unless you can push to VIP 18, then that's something you should you can do. So at this moment, basically I have nothing to do unless there is a second push. You can see there's no more tag, and I didn't receive any any message asks us to push another time. So that is nothing much I really can do. But maybe I can try to jump one more time. Yeah, like there's some members in trying to repair CC. So maybe I try to jump there, be a chilled out. Yeah, let's jump there. So every single time I try to go in the war zone, I really prepare my 5 million fund. I mean, I prepare my whole group will die without reason. Like now I press the airlift. If my airlift already done now, and the enemy is standing next to me, I'm basically a dead guy. Like now, like what you want me to do? I can't relocate. I can't deploy my base now. Yeah, so the animation start now, but everything else is not working, and I'm on the light. So I just try to show you how it not working. Whatever you try to do is still not working. That's what I try to say. Okay, I think I have. I'm not sure what else to do. Okay, let's try not to send resources truck, because that will give us more lagging when our base blow up. But also not try to stay on this setup on high. Let's put it on low. So definitely I try to optimize the game to the maximum of the maximum that I can, for whatever reason. If we still can't do it correctly this time, so I really fed up, might not play this game anymore in a short time, like a week or two, because every single time I got killed, I really frustrating that not sure what else to do, and frustration is built up that like it's not the right game for me to play it now. So let's get back to the farm and just skip whatever big missions that I have. Maybe there is big war, I just jump in my base and just idle there, let my base die. So even try being a good play and keep on getting all those, like, you know, I try to be a good play but just die.
I've arrived at the Plymouth landing, sucker.
So that guy tried to activate my base with armor. I mean, that is very kind, but it's not working because no one else is next to me. Definitely 100% he can't use a bomber to kill my base, even though my base is super low. Also, I have I have fighter at this moment, so definitely his bomber can't do that. You can see I'm not doing anything. The screen is already frozen for some time. Like, you know, it's like a lucky things. When you get lucky, you will get the situation good. But if not, the situation is always lagging. So I try to read comments from my Discord and also from the YouTube as well. VIP 25, I don't think there is VIP 25 because I think the maximum is VIP 20 at this moment. I don't think there is VIP 25 unless there is a new update that I doesn't know. But I 100% confirm there doesn't any VIP 25. It should be VIP 20 the max. Because like previously the max VIP is 15. Now the VIP max is on 20. That's the max one. Okay, I really want to change my fighter because I can try to kill all these things. But when I do that at the halfway, they might try to siege me down, and I can't change it. Alright. Okay, never mind. Let's do that now. I mean, do it now. is better than I mean late is better than not doing. Right.
Break your leg.
Okay, he
Time to
is,
go back.
I mean they are really very close. Am I? Let's do that. So if he's trying to message me, I just take it. You know, yeah. Not very worried about it because I already prepare all my troops die when the lag start and get the game process. And those whatever building render is just so slow. I'm waiting for this building power so I can restore my fighter. Still not coming out with some reason. Now finally coming out. That's why I'm not really try to being slow or being funny there. I really have to wait for those things work. I mean wait for the game work. Yeah, not really help. That's why I really have to wait for the game work before I try to make it work. Let's
my face.
build it up. So
You better believe me.
change the armor. So armor officer. That's the armor officer, right? Now I try to restore that fighter being armed. That's why sometimes I'm not trying to delay or late, but the game just doesn't allow me to do something during that time. And I will try my best to do everything correctly and fast. This upgrade is even worse. You can see previously we are so smooth through all those upgrades, but now it's so lagging. Like you have to take forever to upgrade 100 level or 100 or 200 level. That's why I'm not trying to change my archery to RPG when I'm doing the fight, because I know that it will take forever time. Take it back to level 200 and not even try to do modifications. And when I do that, it's also lagging so much. Like when we have this game first time, this all upgrade is very smooth. Like I try to press and hold. Usually it's super smooth. But you can see this very simple. Screen things is also not working. Like I'm not sure what is really happening in this game from the previous time until now. That's why I say that when I try to log in the game, just the daily send out truck things, it's still not working. I have to wait like 5 minutes until everything start to render back, like the game inside all those trees, all those buildings start to render, so I can start to collect things. Otherwise, those icons just not coming out. I can't collect anything, so I can't collect anything as well. Yeah, that's it. I try to upgrade the level, still not working. It's like take a forever to get it back. That's why it's very frustrations that when you are in a puzzle, basically we can just swap the unit to do very technical things. Like we can use rocket, then I can just swap it back to archery to defend, or I can just swap it to ATG to do the defense ASAP. I did that a few times in my life previously, but now it's just can't do that anymore because of this, like forever, and everyone just trying to kill me now. That's why it's very fun to say it's not working anymore. But at least my defense is good because I have some of the friends, they really help me out. Let's do that guy. He's good praise. What? Did I press that? No. Yes. No. Not working. Oh my god. Please help. Oh my god. Yep. Help. Okay. Start to work. Point. Also baby start to die. It's still good. Still good. Okay. Let them chase my square down, so that my base will start to do the automation things. Yep. That's good. I mean, they're also lagging, that's why they also can't drag it back. Yep, that's very good. Get freeze. Okay, so the rockets try to kill the archery, so the rocket win because somebody else helping him as well. So you see, if the game doesn't lag, I can do a lot more. Even though just now it's lagging, but I know what to do, but I just can't ask the game to do that for me. That's one of the most frustration thing, that you know that you can do this to being a better result, but the game just doesn't let you do that. You know,
Our garrison will defend us.
I'm not sure what to say each of time. Every single time, pros of the game, I have to scream it out a bit. Like now, just upgrade the level. It's like take forever. I mean, what is the reason to have this game from very smooth game, very good gameplay, until now everything is just so slow? Like, no, I'm not sure what to say anymore. It's just so slow. I want to get back to the level, you know. So you can see all those animations super slow. When we are on everything on low light mode, everything is still so slow. Finally get back 130 level. I want to press that, it's not working, but I spammed my key to press X, it's still not working. Finally it working now. So let's do this one, another nightmare. Like, press it. Like every single time we do it on previous time, previous months or previous 3 months, it's super smooth, you know. Like I upgrade it, all of them within like a 10 second. Like now we have to take like 5 minutes maybe. It's just so slow. So we can't do the unit swap between the war zone, because you can see this how slow is it. I'm not sure if your game being smooth or not, or maybe same to me, like super slow. So that we might able to complain the same thing to the developer team to show that everyone else has the same problem. So we can't do the unit swap when unit swap should be considered one of the skill as well, because if you can do it very quickly, swap unit. Like when you want to offense, you have archers. When you want to defend, you have ATG. And then I want to have fighter, and I want to swap it to armor. That's supposed to be a skill play as well. Like previously, I really did that. I used a rocket, and then I swap the rocket back to archers or ATG to defend. So I think this is really one of the skill plays as well. But just killed it now. Like you can see, I will take like 5 minutes or more just to get back the max level of what I can. If there is a button pressed, then you get the max level. I will 100% agree to have that, because like when we max out our troops, we should have that buttons, and so that every single time we swap whatever units we want from our setup, then it will work. But now just too lagging, even though just do a very basic setting back our troop setup, it still lag you like forever. So I'm not sure any whatever comments that I want to comment anymore, because it's so funny. So finally get that done, then we still have to put the gear back, the parks back, whatever. And it still get lagging, you can see. So it's so frustrating that all those simple actions we did previously is super smooth, but now it's just like super lagging. Yeah, finally we get it back down.
I don't like to talk crap.
Supposed to be.
As I said, shells don't have eyes.
So maybe I can send resources truck out or not. Because not anyone try to aim me. Okay, let's send resources truck out, because there's nothing much we can do unless I want to buy back my Subaru, but the game is not responding. So we have one more developer coming in. That was let's go level 1. Just take it. I don't care. As long as it's resources, then I will take it. Okay, I think this guy tried to steal this one from me. Okay, finally, great. We have a game crash out of nowhere. No any warning sign, no any whatsoever. The game just crashed. I mean, from one stream we have 2 times crash. That's fine. You okay? Expand. Okay. There is Andra say there is a reason why I do not want to join war anymore. Annoying. Yeah. Freeze, lagging, crash, getting more worse. Andra, I mean, if you are in Moscow, your Moscow background is even more worse than whatever village that we have. Like, we are on normal city is on the green. Moscow, they just having something like a snow things, like, you know, getting even worse for whatever of your game try to render and, you know, get those things become smooth or not. But you can see on those screen, like, I just do a very simple upgrade back my troops. That's supposed to be very simple things. Like, we used to have our game super smooth, like upgrade from level 1 to level 200, almost like maybe 20 seconds or 30 seconds the max we can do that. But now I have to take a forever times, you know. Sweet skin back, I think so. So you try to ask me to take off the skin, right? Okay, maybe I can do that just to prove that it's still okay. Because it's a game, not a skin, I would say. It's no harm for me to have a skin, take off the skin. If the game being better, of course I can just not use the skin anymore. Because the skin give it very little buff. I mean, from some point of view, it's not fair for anyone else. But of course, I want a smooth game more than a lagging game with a huge buff. Because a smooth game gives you more advantage and more skillful things. Like, okay, perfect time. We have a set on game. So let's get off the skin. So hopefully this suggestion will make some impact instead of not doing anything. So you can see I just collect an airdrop. You can see how long it will respond to get this particular airdrop. Like, you know, you're not sure when the game will lag, when the game will crash. That's the biggest problem. Now I press already. So you can see, like, it's very, very simple things from the game, like collect resources on the map. It still take, like, you know, super delay to have that. When I press this button, it's not responding. I press this one, so you can see this box is already open. So the reward already coming out right now. So you say, is it my problem or the game problem? I try to do a daily things. It still take like 5 minutes done all of them. Like, I have a videos to say how I can do everything in 1 minute. Like, you know, unlock every single minute. It's like, you know, a minute, you know, or 2 minutes, something like that. But now it's taking like forever. So I'm not really sure what to say anymore to this game, this Warpath. But as a community, I really hope they fix it ASAP, and so that we can play a smooth game. I can enjoy more of the fight with my skill, of course. Even though they changed the meta, it doesn't matter to me because I always try to learn it. But this is what it is for now. The sound of there is war. Yeah.
Ready to fight.
Okay, command error. So this is command error, right? I would like to take off the light so I can see what I can do. Like, this guy try to, this guy try to move. Okay, I will try to use my armor to attack him. Just to make sure that he back. And also I prepare to withdraw my armor, not that any fighter to kill my armor. Right.
Ready to bomb.
Okay, let's get off that. Not sure I killed, but I got one armor die there. Sorry. At least I try to, you know, micro a bit, because if I'm not trying to withdraw now, then the game lag, all my armor will die for no reason. So I did get off my base skin now, and the game still on super lagging. You can see resting. Everything is like I'm maybe living in the future. I see everything so far away from the game, and the game is still from past. It's trying to catch up to my synchronizations. I'm not really sure what to say. That's why I really want to just do a basic farming from now on, because this is what we can do. We can't do a lot. Okay, great. We have lucky view. I can do a lucky view at the same time. Just to collect some things. Yeah, doesn't need bullet anymore because I already have 5 group of 200 level max out. So definitely I want air frosting. Okay. Even though the lucky view is lagging as well. I mean, every single things from the previous is super smooth, but now every single thing, even though the most single thing is super laggy, I'm really not sure what else companies and ask for, since they already promised us about fix on 4.0, but they doesn't promise like within this year or 3 months later we have 4.0 update, fix auto pack. That's one of the problems. So I do not want to wait, and I mean I do not want to suffer from now on until 4.0 out and just see the lagging still there and scream like there's nothing to fix from the side. I really hope that they can speed it up, or even though they can give us a weekly update like what they did, what they do, and how much they fix the lag on weekly or maybe monthly. That is kind, at least have progress. They are really doing it now. Other than I have no clue about what is progress now. So I can't even know what to get. A lot of things that is but I mean it's lucky view, so lucky or unlucky I don't care much of it. I just want to get to spend on 200s. That's what my goal now. Whether to get good things or not, care much. Okay, finally we have one chatbot there. And I heard a lot of sound of war outside, so I'm not being there, I think. Okay, so right, what you mean is everyone else having more graphic on the game, not I try to remove my skin. That's why I really not sure what else to tell. Like we already say too many times not trying to add more things on the screen instead to make the game lagging. Just fix the lag first before you add more things that will make the screen more lagging. That's why I'm not sure, but they just keep on getting more and more. So when we have third type troops like the helicopter come out, and the lagging still here, so you are starting to face about the air frost like no use, and the helicopter I'm not sure how's the impact, but I will assume it's no impact as well. Then you might have that kind of game super lagging. Okay, I'm not having an infinite goal here, so I have to stop after this one. Up there, let's collect some statue that might help us in the game. I mean, I almost have all the officer max out. Scream to have all those officer statues. Just to try to grind and okay, so these guys really need some help there. I really want to kill their fighter, but I doesn't have a fighter. I only choose between fighter or the bomber, so I can't do both of them at the same time. Let's do some of the daily rewards. You can see my officer is all of them is level
The battlefield
max
is a
out
place I
at
call.
60.
Sharon Percy. Hi,
And
will you
then
give me
only
Tell me who you
Where does it hurt?
Angel of Flight is 45. It's not matter.
I
see
fly
all
high.
Chase those
Um,
bad guys down!
fighter is on 59, 59, 60. Because
Math
max
is
out
an
you
art
can't
form.
do the daily missions. You can see how many XP I have. I basically can max out whenever I like. Definitely, if there is more officer, I can max them to 60. Or even though officer level up to 80, I can still max them out. So I'm not very worried about. I mean, I have max out now, so I'm very safe. Say I can go 24/7. Not worry about my resources at all. But it's just frustration that it doesn't want to stay in Warzone anymore because you can't do the things you want to do. That's the only thing that keeps me from playing in the Warzone. Or like this. Remember the previous time, every single thing is so. Now every single thing, whatever thing you try to touch is just so laggy. It's not responding. Okay, I heard a very big fight out there, but I really chilled out because I'm not sure go out and help when I can't because if I go out I might suicide or not. But if I'm not doing that, then what is the reason I come over here and
You told me this would be rock and roll.
chilled out?
Is the world after the war gonna be so exciting?
Yeah, now maybe I can't really mission. So let's anyway I need to get resources as well.
It's progress in the making.
Let's send all those
Get moving.
whatever
Make
truck
yourself
out,
useful.
whether they get anything or not. It's better than
How'd
sit
you
in
turn
base and
military
take.
funds out of a damn
So since
program without
my
straw?
skin is not the one that I have in the game, so let's get it back. At least automatically the game gives me a little bit more buff better than I have not. Okay, this one do a little bit good, but it's not the time to show off because it's not my skill. No. It's just luck. I have some bots that okay, let's do that. That. Let's collect another one. It's so frustration. Every single time I try to collect bots, take like forever to collect bots. That's why sometimes I just leave it there, not touch them until they have a lot. Then I try to collect them once. Collect that. Okay. Right. So we have opponents trying to siege here. They try to form the siege group again. And what else you expect? I can put my base on in the front just to let anyone siege me down so I can go anywhere else, being a lonely guy. Other than that, I'm not sure. What can I do now? Maybe I can put my base on this guy.
I am busy.
Okay. So let's take down this bunker. So we have space. Put our base down there. That guy. Okay. I can't even kill a bunker smoothly. I don't know why.
Are they done? Any more shells?
It's not random.
Here's the grand old plan.
Okay, so let's relocate now.
We got you.
Can I move? Please let my base move there.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave.
Okay, we can't do that. We can't do that. Finally, I see it. I can't do that. That's 5 million. That's 4
Commander,
million.
our garrison will
But
defend us.
need some help. Okay.
Ready.
What's up?
Alright, so let's do all in siege and prosecutor as that's what I can.
This is only an appetizer. Let's rock and roll.
Really nothing much I can do at this moment. Even though I have to sacrifice my whole super heavy or some of my archeries I've taken myself. I just stay here and wait for somebody to shoot me. And not help more. I want that kind of support to stay in the bush. Contributions. Whatever. So at least we take down this one guy. Okay. Blow his base out.
Are they done?
Blow his base out.
We got you.
And I can't drag that.
You're a
Luckily,
grand
I
old
need
flag,
to
you're a high-flying
actually die.
Trust them.
But actually should continue to
Let's
do
rock and
whatever
roll.
the
Let's rock and roll.
like why
Charge. It is a waste of time. Are
Okay.
they done? Any more shells? Let's rock and roll.
Okay, let's do that. No, yes, no. That's why sometimes you drag and the screen move instead of your actions being there. Now I drag and my just went over there instead of attack there. That's super funny and some. So they try to activate our base with bomb. So I try to fight. And then yeah,
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
I fight them out. Just not going out.
Commander, our garrison will
Off.
defend us.
Okay. Screen. And screen drag up and why that every time the screen drag up and down is so lagging just to render the things off like white color box and then
It works. Good work. I'm on the mission.
be that fighter is
Ready to ball.
there. Yep.
Commander, our
I can
garrison
see
will defend us.
what is really happening and I can't see what my bomber doing. Okay, I think I'm fighting this guy because I just like doing a random kill. Okay, I think they want to siege down my base first because my base is so but I really want to put my archeries here and try to kill, but you can see campus is there like
Why my request?
alright, so they did siege down my button. Okay, it's a good job, but I really want to do something. Now, if it's out, it's still not doing, still not doing. But it's helpful. Okay. Not sure how to
Any more
defend this.
shells?
Let's relocate as because my base is ready die. I will like put everything on low and still can't get relocate ASAP. But I spam my mouse to press the relocate button. I'm not sure where is that button. I want to spam it anyway. Okay, I'm 100% sure I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. And still the button doesn't come out. Yeah, finally it's come out. I'm just so that you can see this blow animations. I mean, why you want to have this blow up animation and so that my game doesn't like you have very nice thing to show, but who can see it when every time, you know, maybe the owner doesn't see that animation, anyone else attack see that animation, so they getting the lag. I'm not the one getting the lag. It's like, why you want to do that to me every single time? So okay, I think this is the end of this stream. I do not want to stream anymore, whatever reason, because it's just every single time just frustrating all the time. It's getting not healthy, so just let it end, so that I can do whatever things as a farm.
Can't make bricks without straw. How do you turn military funds out
Right, so
of a damn
thanks everyone for
farm?
stay tuned in for this live stream. Anyone missed it out and watch about the day, hopefully not disappoint you about all this trash talk about live stream and the negative things. But I really
How'd you
try to
turn
do my
military
best
funds out of a
all the
damn
time,
farm?
but it's not working.
Turn it into
Really
gasoline.
still help some of the videos, but I really want to update what is the current situation. It's not because I really frost out from the game, it's because the game is unplayable at this moment. You can see I just send truck, just try to do a daily things. I have light mode on and I have my setup to super loadings, whatever. So compared to what we have a very smooth game like 3 months or 6 months before, and what we have now is really unplayable for this Warpath game at this moment. Okay, so let's read any more comment before I turn off the live stream so that your question will be answered. So Cameron say hello from so 35th. Yeah, ready. I mean hello there. And then Victoria say that hello from so 18. Hey, Hunters, question. I noticed you have a Russian bomber. How do you think it does? Does it suck? It's good. Russia bomber. I mean, bomber only have 3, so I will just do a very quick explanation of bomber again. Because 3 of them have their own purpose, so it's very depends on what you want. If the most OP bomber, I will say is the Liberty bomber, because we already having a new meta on Liberty bomber. It will deal a lot of pressure and damage. Let's see. So even though everyone tell me that the structure is nerfed, because you can see when the bomber hit vehicle and hit personnel is 73.5k. When you hit structure, it's like 60% low. But because this bomber is hitting an area of about 7 grade of the map. Okay, the game crash again. Okay, so the Liberty bomber is hit about 7 grade of the base, so it's based on that particular calculation. It might do more damage than whatever others bomber do, but I really want to do a test of that, but I just not in the mood to do that because I doesn't have a good Liberty bomber yet. So, but I've seen some of the others server in Moscow, they do a Liberty group siege like 7 or 10 or 20 Liberty bomber just to siege one base in Moscow, and that base just go down like 5 minutes to up to 10 minutes. I mean, if you have 20 Liberty, maybe even quicker, like even you have 5 Liberty or 7 Liberty bomber, you can do that. Maybe like take you 20 minutes to take down one base, but definitely you won't lose any Liberty bomber. The reason is that the base only able to target one enemy at a time, only one target. So if you have 7 bomber at the same time, you only can kill 1 at a time. So basically it's overkill for that strategy, but you need everyone to have Liberty bomber to work it out at the same time. Of course, you have to max out your Liberty to be effective, otherwise your Liberty will die for no reason. So that is how the Liberty bomber being a next meta or the OP build for Air Force. But I went for this red one, the Marshall Watch. Is okay. Not sure what happened. I have this problem a lot of time. okay, whatever. So the martial watch, the red armor I choose to use is because most of the time I know how to fight on the field of the battleground. Most of the time I use my archeries to go out and fight, but I always worry about those mediums tank and those light tank come to chase me down of my archeries, and my super heavy just can't do anything at all to protect my liberty when there is like rockets and there is like medium tank or tank hunters or those light tanks. That's why I have 5 armor on red just to chase down any light tanks and medium tanks. That is what my main purposes is, because I know how to siege down enemy base one-on-one, offline or online, so it doesn't need the Liberty armor to do that, like spam everyone. So I try to use the red one just to chase out anyone, try to use a light tank or medium tank or whatever fast tank, try to kill my archeries so that I can continue to do what I'm doing now. And the Vanguard one, I have to show if I had the Vanguard armor. But if I can't get to the game, okay, I can't get to the game at this moment, I'm so sorry. You can see from the screen. So the Vanguard one is still useful. One of the top guy, one of the 12 from some server, they just tell me how the Vanguard work. When you have 1 or 2 of the Vanguard max out like 200 level and max out almost every gear, you can use that to send out to kill the enemy archeries. Basically, one trip you can put one archeries group the max level to half health. That means if you have 2 Vanguard armor, you can definitely take down 1 max level archeries at that time. They not even reach to anywhere, you can kill them. But I know how to defend archeries, so I doesn't need that ability to kill the Vanguard. Like how I can't send my armor out just now because there's a fighter. That's why I'm not going for the Vanguard one. I go for the red one just to, when I try to attack, I know there's the opportunity I can move my troops out, and so that can chase out all those tanks. That's the main reason. Hey, yeah, what's up, guy? Awesome. I'm very happy that you are in my live stream and chat as well. You can see I almost going to stop live stream, but even though the game has like connection error, that's why I really frustrated. Not sure how to say the word. I say it many times. Like that's why I say sometimes I even try to do a daily thing because like connection error, the game crash, frozen thing, crash, whatever. So yeah, that's what is it for now. So I think that's all for the live stream of today. I hope to come to as soon as I can. Yeah, that's very kind offer, like, you know, but no anyone supposed to be forced to join unless they really want to join, has their own wealth. Other than that, everything is good. But really looking forward for the next Moscow. We try to ask the developer about the next Moscow. No reply yet. We thought supposed to be this week to start to have Moscow, but it's not happening yet. So maybe next week or next 2 weeks, because I might think the developer try to put us server 1, 2, 3 mix up to the server 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. That's why I hope that might happen or might not happen, because we want to play server 1, 2, 3. But if more server join to the Moscow, might be very fun as well. So other server can start to make a relationship with us, and so that more opportunities, like not doing the same Moscow like the previous Moscow. That's why the developer might try to delay the server 1, 2, 3 in the Moscow, so that they can mix it up to any server later on, like server 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Okay, I think that's all for the live stream today, and hope everyone enjoy it. If you have any question, feel free to contact me on my Discord. I always reply everyone. That's what I try to make my promise all the time. And see you guys next time, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.